Hello, my name is Anwar Kemal. I'm a retired ambassador of Pakistan, and what I'm going to say today represents my personal views and not the views of the government. Today, I would like to address the urgent need to stop the full-scale war that erupted between Russia and Ukraine in February 2022. The war has killed and incapacitated hundreds of thousands of soldiers on both sides and brought immeasurable grief to the families. In Ukraine, civilians have endured constant bombardments and untold hardships. Sadly, these two nations, linked by a shared history, religion, culture, and language spanning over 1,000 years, find themselves engulfed in a devastating war. The consequences of the war extend beyond the immediate neighborhood, spreading shock waves far and wide. In Western Europe, a growing sense of insecurity has triggered the expansion of NATO on Russia's northern flank, which in turn has made the Russians feel less secure. The war has also disrupted global supply chains of food and energy, as a result of which hunger and unemployment have spread to countries far beyond the borders of Ukraine and Russia. Reflecting on the over-hasty decisions to dissolve the Soviet Union in 1991, we regret the lack of enduring arrangements to ensure that the successor sovereign republics would be able to coexist peacefully. Regardless of the historical background, however, the prevailing military stalemate and horrifying casualties bear testimony to the futility of war. As an outsider, I refrain from passing judgment on the grievances that sparked the conflict. Yet it is clear to me that a desire to grab territory and resources does not appear to be a prime motive for the war, because that would be illogical. I say this because the Russian Federation is the world's largest country with 17 million square kilometers of territory. It has vast farmlands and forests and tundra and rivers and lakes and mountains and grasslands, and it has tremendous industrial potential also. It has all the minerals you could hope for, and therefore I would say that a just and equitable peace would unlock the potential of Russia to thrive as one of the world's most prosperous and advanced nations. But for that, we do need peace. Similarly, Ukraine has a great potential for economic and technological advancement once peace is restored. Persevering with this conflict, urging young Russians and Ukrainians to advance against entrenched positions, raining thousands of shells and bombs and rockets on each other, clinging to the false hope of a military victory, such a policy can only lead us astray. After 700 days of bloodletting, the time has come for Russia and Ukraine to sheathe their swords, seek common ground, and embark on a journey towards reconciliation and shared prosperity. The international community on its part can and must encourage Russia and Ukraine to face reality. For it is not by firing shells and bombs at each other that the estranged neighbors can resolve their political and territorial differences, but only through serious negotiations based on the principles of international law and the United Nations Charter. An immediate ceasefire, the swift return of prisoners of war and refugees and displaced persons and missing persons, and a settlement of the political and territorial questions is imperative. President Vladimir Putin and President Volodymyr Zelensky They are leaders of nations who share a legacy of triumph over adversity. Through centuries, Russia and Ukraine have surmounted challenges together. Now is the time to muster the courage and generosity to make the concessions that lead to an enduring peace. I thank you for your patience.